Welcome to day number 16 of Grow Your Own Food Challenge. Today I'm going to be talking about our e-Coop grower. Now over the next few days I'm going to be sharing with you our range of e-Coops. So e-Coops, E stands for everything. It's basically a modular coop that can be set up in different configurations. The one I'm going to show you today is for growing chickens out, from brooding them to growing them up to full grown. It's not for egg production, so this is the e-Coop grower. Okay, so it's got two large doors on either side. I'll just open that up. They're on gas struts, so they'll just stay open. Now what you see under the big doors is mesh. The reason for this is because it's for growing young chicks. Some young chicks might go through the electric chicken fence, so they can get access in here. We can open the doors so they get plenty of airflow, but it does two things. It stops them from going out, but also stops predators from going in. And it's got an open floor, so we can simply move that along and give them fresh grass. And we don't need to worry about chicken hawks, goshawks, eagles, some of those birds of prey that want to take young chickens. It's got a man door here so you can access. What we didn't want is a big large door and you're trying to go in there to service some little chickens, and then you open the big door and they all come out. So you've got this little man door which you can simply go in, and it's starting to rain, so I think it's a good time to come in and have a look. I'll just close that door behind me here. Okay, so I'm in the e-Coop grower. Now what I'm going to be doing in a few days from now, I'm going to be getting some of the footage I've filmed over the last 6 weeks of those meat chickens I processed and how they start in an e-Coop grower on sawdust as a brooder. So this is a brooder, and then we simply start moving it forward. But I'll show you that in a few days. But I'll show you around the e-Coop grower. So what we have here, we have two feeders. Most of the time they look like this, but in this particular one we are trialing a treadle feeder. So this is just a prototype treadle feeder. So these are our big warm out feeders. They hold 30 kilos. We actually sell them on their own, but they're actually designed for these e-Coops. Like you've seen in the pigs, the e-Coop for the pigs, but in case you haven't seen that video, that's fine. We have water drums in each corner. So down there somewhere is where we fill it up with the hose, and it goes into this drum, float valve, fills up the next drum, float valve, third drum, and then the fourth and final drum. And as each one of them fills up, the float valve will shut them off, so you don't have one sort of overflowing and whatever. And then from the drums they go down the hoses, down here. The hose runs along there, and they all come together and they come out on these bullet drinkers. Now these are adjustable heights, so depending on the age of chicken you can move them up and down. So to adjust the height of these drinkers depending on the age of birds, we've just got two butterfly nuts, so we can just loosen them off and then we can pull them right down low. We had real young baby chicks, or we might have full grown chooks and we might bring them up to the top. So you can find the desired heights and simply lock them off in place. We're not using a drinker bowl, so we don't have anything that can get full of mud and dirty. They can just drink straight out of those. So the coop itself is just on skids, which makes it really easy to move along the ground. At the front of the e-Coop you've got a little A-frame, and you can simply put a chain or a strap through there and just tow it forward slowly with a quad bike or with a vehicle, just to move them onto fresh grass really easily. So at the moment I'm standing up inside the coop and I've got both doors open. So I've got that one behind me open and I've got the other one on the opposite side. There's a lot of airflow. This is something which I think is really important, especially in Australian conditions, especially in the heat of summer. So there's a lot of airflow, and in the heat of summer your birds are in the shade. In the early morning some of the sun can beam in through the sides. It's just got a simple door latch just to get in and out. You can just simply lift that up and get in through the man door. From the inside, simply lift this bar and push out. So that's just a quick overview of the Coop grower. And as I said, I'll have more videos soon to show you it in action with those meat chickens that I processed a couple of weeks back. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to join our private Facebook group, please go to chickencaravan.com/grow. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Quick sneak peek, this is another Coop. It's not for chickens and it's not for pigs. You got to stay tuned and you'll see what this one's for next week.